Woodford County was doing what Woodford County did in the late 90s, early 2000s, put individual state champions on top of the podium and bring big state championship trophies back home to Versailles. Our guest here today, he was on top of that podium again in 2005, and he had a big part of bringing Woodford County's 12th state championship back home to, I don't know what the road is there in front of your all's high school, but it's somewhere in Versailles. You guys, I'm sure, will probably leave it in the comments. Sir, if you would, tell us who you are.
I'm Richard Starks. I wrestled Woodford County for 4 years.
And, of course, three-time state champion, man. Your 04 videos on the channel. This is your 05, and be sure to watch your 06. Now, I think you said the name of that road there in front of your old high school. What was the name of it?
Sales Road.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Gee whiz, man.
Yeah.
I promise, guys, that was not a comedy bit. I could not think of it. I knew it was something I could not, it just couldn't pull it out. Too much information in my head. So I ask everybody that is a returning state champion. You're like I said, you're just a couple years younger than me, 2 or 3 years younger than me. We grew up with the instant messaging world, the ICQ, AOL Instant Messenger, MSN Messenger, all that. Still had a little bit of connectivity with the world, but didn't have like we do now, especially with stuff like this. But I say all that to say, when you walk into a gym, you specifically, not just Woodford County, because back, like I said, in your era, the early 2000s, man, Woodford County was the show. It was like Mike Tyson walking into a building, or Muhammad Ali. I mean, everybody just knew. They knew the bleach blonde hair. They knew the colors, the coaches, the names of the past. But when you walk in, or you maybe come up to a score table or weighing in, do you kind of hear the whispers, get the looks like, he's a state champion? Do you get that? Or how did it go for you in like 05?
Well, I think 05 is I remember, obviously doing well that season. For myself, moving up to a 189, I was a previous state championship, but now I'm in a higher weight class. And so I think that was can we win at the higher weights? And so obviously I was a name to reckon with. But that was we're at a higher level now. We're bigger guys, stronger, a little bit different type of wrestling, not a huge amount between 171 and 189, but things do slow down a little bit, and things are harder, heavier, and definitely something that you have to adjust to. I do remember that there was after our first few tournaments, it was the kind of that you could feel like the dynasty of the team, and it's that the Woodford County was a force to be reckoned with. And that's really kind of what I remember, is that when we collectively walked in to the room, that's where it's something that everyone had to take notice of that.
And that you led me perfectly into my next question is, men that played against, say, an NFL wide receiver, went to the NBA, or played baseball against somebody that pitched in the Major League Baseball or whatever, and they get a hit off of them. Or the example that I use is Tim Couch. People that played against Tim Couch, went on to Kentucky, went on to Cleveland Browns, all that. If they tackled Tim Couch or got an interception on Tim Couch back in high school, they have talked about that at every single football game, every time they go, no matter where it is. Yeah, I tackled Tim Couch, no big deal, you know what I mean? Yeah. When, like you said, when Woodford County walks in, the karate gis, the hair, the whole shebang, the champ is in the house, did it feel like people that you kind of had watched before, wrestled before, or seen or whatever, maybe didn't give other people maybe their best or didn't go as hard, but whenever it come to you specifically, they were given like 10,000%. They turned into the Incredible Hulk. Is that kind of fair to put that out there?
Oh, I don't know. Potentially. I think I had gotten to the point where I could really control the matches, and so it's more that they were trying to explore to see what they could make work. Wrestling isn't just a brawl; it's a bit of it's a chess match. And of knowing what move you can make, or second and third or fourth move. And so there was, we're coming into someone that has that you've seen be very successful. You've got to try some different things. You've got to try to see where there's some weaknesses, some openings, and you have to take some risk. And if you don't take risk in wrestling, you're not going to be successful. And so maybe you could see that someone try to maybe throw me a little more, but no one, because I don't get thrown much. But not many people tried to. But if they could get that one, throw, then they could make something happen. So maybe it was more people taking more risk than you would see in a normal match.
I got you. And that in doing this video, your video, your 04 video was number 396 for the channel. This is number 397. We got a lot of Woodford County's guys on the channel, but something that so many guys from that Woodford County area around you, the late 90s, is there's two phrases that I've heard those guys use, and it must have been just pounded in your all's head, is chess match and gas tank.
Yeah, gas tank, 100%.
Yeah. And so many guys have said that about, it's a chess match, and then we felt our gas tank was better than them. So I don't know how or what Carr and Parks done to you guys. Must have had you like subliminal messaging at night or whatever, but that's two words that I've picked up on that Woodford County is, I guess, kind of owned, if you will, in the practice room, or just that mentality of we're going to be smarter and in better shape, right?
Yeah, and I remember, for the younger wrestlers like that are going out there, is I remember Coach Park saying that, there's three kind of arms of your wrestling, capabilities. One is, and the most important is technique. Nothing beats good technique. And we had, Coach Carr was an amazing tactician, able to teach us everything. And if you drill that, you drill it over and over again, and have moves you can hit on anybody. He used to say, have 4 or 5 moves that you can hit on anybody in the state, and that's what makes you successful. You don't need 1,000 moves, just 4 or 5 to work on everybody. So technique is one. Second, gas tank conditioning. Like if you have great technique in the first period, but you can't do it in second and third, it's over. I don't care how good you are. And Coach Parks helped take care of that with the sprints and the running that he had us do. The third is really the strength. And that was interesting. I mean, we lifted, and I took the weightlifting class in high school as well. It's interesting. I don't think the Woodford County wrestlers were always the strongest. Mm-hmm. And I remember wrestling guys, someone said that guy benches 315, and I'm over here at like 205 just trying to make it happen. And which that can be dangerous. Those are the 3 things that you do need to kind of have. But obviously for Woodford County, I think it was technique and gas tank is exactly what we relied on. We had some strength, but it wasn't, I guess, a pillar as much as it was the other ones. But you got to have all 3.
Hey, man, that's an excellent advice. And from expert level coaching. I mean, like I said in your 04 video, man, can't ask for 2 better guys to be in your corner than Coach Parks and Coach Carr. I mean, they were able to get it done, man. They got some absolute legends.
Yep.
That wore that black and yellow. So let's talk about your 2005 year, of course, 189 pounds. You're a junior. Did you just kind of feel better at that 189 weight, or?
That year, I definitely did.
Okay.
Kind of because, 2 years at 171. My first year at 171, I didn't have to cut too much. Second year, I did have to cut, so moving up to 189 was a lot easier. That I don't even think I was actually cutting much that year, and so that was nice, not having to to cut that much weight. But there was a bit of the risk of, guys are bigger. But I think I did have the strength, and I wrestled against Kyle Goodrich and Matt Bird, big boys.
Yeah, I'd say those are two animals right there in their own right.
And my brother, Will Starks, who's just it was obviously amazing in the room as well. And so I think that allowed me to be able to handle bigger people at a more technical level.
Man, that's a excellent. I'm gonna have to use that. I'm gonna use that from now on when we talk about bigger dudes. You start off the state tournament with a 1 minute and 20-second fall over Wesley Chafin from Lawrence County. You move on to the second round. You win a 20-5 tech fall over Nate Eaton of Louisville Fairdale. You get to the quarters. You win a 5-2 decision over, remember this name, fans, Alex Winninger from Oldham County. Alex would go on to get 5th place. Cool first name, by the way. You get to the semis. You're wrestling Matt Robinson from Rowell. You won a 4-2 decision over Matt, and he would go on to get 3rd place. Man, you're back in the finals. You're wrestling Kevin Orth from Campbell County. Now we're not going to tell you the score. Like always, man, we have the match video. We're going to watch it, but you guys are in the lead of the team score. You have Cody Lewis at 112 in the finals with you. You have, I believe, Matt Bird's in the finals with you. So you've got 2 teammates again this year in the finals. And Matt is somebody pretty close to your weight. I would have to imagine that you and Matt, maybe you, I don't know if you'd wrestle with Cody or not, 'cause that's a big weight difference. Maybe just a little bit, whatever. 189 to 112 and 215 is a little bit too big of a gap. But are you and Matt back there just kind of drilling or going on, or what's the deal?
So junior year, I wrestled. I think my primary wrestling partner was my brother.
Okay.
But it would be me and him and Matt Bird and Kyle Goodrich.
I got you.
And so we would wrestle together a lot. And bigger. I think something bigger boys do, like the 215 and then the 275 or the heavyweight, is they're kind of always looking for the throw.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you start seeing college now. If you watch a lot of the heavyweight championships at the NCAA, even when I was in the Division I wrestling in college, I mean, there's throwers, but the bigger guys that actually shoot and do that stuff are really successful if they can do it well. And so wrestling against Matt was helpful, but I remember Matt and Kyle were, maybe do some high singles, but like I said, they're looking more for those bigger throws.
And if memory serves me right, Matt is probably what, 6'2", 6'3".
He was a little taller.
I was gonna say he's fairly tall. He officiated one year with us, and I got a photo, like a group photo, and I'm like, man alive, this dude. I'm on a good day, I'm 5'11" and 3/4. Just a shade under 6 foot, and I was like, man alive, Matt's a monster.
I saw him a few weeks ago. Actually, I met him with all the buddies before coming out here. So yeah, he's still a big guy.
And to that, if you have the 2007 state finals video, that's one of the years that we're missing. We just can't locate it. We've looked and asked and pleaded and called and texted and emailed and sent homing pigeons. I mean, we just cannot find it for some reason. So if anybody watching this has the 2000, you're going to see a list of the videos that I do have and a list of the videos that I'm missing. So if you see or have any of the years that I'm missing, whether it's the whole year or a single match, please reach out to myself, Richard, any of the Woodford County. They can get you in contact with me. We'd love to have those. We have a VHS and DVD converter. We just want to be able to tell more stories like Richard's, and that's basically what we're doing here, is just because we're missing Matt's.
Yeah.
And we want to get him on the channel. Now, man, I got to ask you the same question. Do you have this state finals video in your collection?
I have it somewhere, but I actually haven't. Mine or
just the 05. Have you seen your 05 match in a while?
I've seen that one in a while.
All right. Well, man, that's what I like to hear, because we're going to pull it up. Of course, you can see it on video here, but like always, we have the face-off match video, the individual medal presentation, and then the team championship trophy. So let's hit it. Here we are back again at the dungeon, man. Incredible environment.
While this is kind of gearing up, I am glad you do this, because I remember watching a lot of film in high school, and I would take my lunch and go bother Coach Carr and sit in his office and eat lunch, and he would just put film up there, and I'd watch film. And so I think that's a good thing for younger guys to see, is to watch film, and don't take everything you see on film as like, oh, that's perfect, I got to do it that way. We all think we were better than we actually were if you look back on it, but definitely a great way to learn.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah.
Ranked number 1 in the state again. here we are. It picks up about a second into the action, but you're back again in that final singlet.
Yep.
Got the tube socks. Man, I love that look. You know what I mean?
Tube socks. Yeah.
For real. I mean, that's just a great look.
See now, I think you're starting to see here, maybe being selling those fakes a little more. Like that wasn't a real commit what I just did there, but I even went down to the knee, put a hand on it, lowered my level well, and I think that kind of makes them think about that you're that you can commit and take that leg.
You do an excellent job right there fighting through that.
Yeah, I was worried about it for a second. Like I said, I haven't seen it in a few years. Always wrestle. Just wrestle through the whole thing,
Yep. Never stop moving, kids.
Yeah.
Had you wrestled Kevin before earlier in the year?
No. So I think I was a little nervous about it because it was 189, being a bigger guy.
Yeah.
So reshooting, is that something that, like I just did a little bit of attempt there. And I think that's what, if you really want to be great, it's about shot, reshot, sprawl, reshot. When someone is moving out of their stance, that's when you're going to be successful. I remember going at the college level and just doing these shots, and you're not going to progress that way. You've got to shoot, reshoot. You sprawl as soon as they're backing out because you kind of defeated their penetration. You reshoot, and so I don't know if I don't think I did that well in high school as much. I got these really long arms. Man, actually, that was a bit of a reshot right there, actually. So, I mean, that's where they should have let that keep going.
I don't know about that out of bounds. That's all right.
Yeah. I think this is better hand control than you've seen, obviously, in my previous two matches. And heavy on the head, pop it, and then go. See, he had a great reshot right there. Yeah. Like that's how you penetrate.
All right, so at first you deferred, and then you're taken down. Did coaches kind of look over at you and give you the?
Yeah, just get a point, get ahead, because they know that I'm going to be able to get away, or they're very confident in it. I say that, and we'll see if I can actually get away. So,
there you go, man.
I think that puts you in a commanding position, like starting off really fast in the second period, 10, 15 seconds, getting away, getting a point up. It kind of, that's. Continue to go.
I got stalling right there.
Yeah, continue to go. Like shoot once, shoot again, hit the head, and keep going. Boom! Pop that up.
Get it up.
Double.
Nice job. Yeah. Nice job.
Yeah, that's a great thing because sometimes people feel safe when they got that hand on the head. Or even on the shoulder, and Coach Carr was always about it. Pop and then go. I like this cheap tilt sometimes that I could try to get, trapping an arm underneath, And
I mean, I know the near fall and takedowns were different back in our era, but now, man, with the 3-point takedown and 4-point near falls, those little cheap tilts.
Oh yeah.
You can have a tech fall. I mean, you're just like, what happened? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Pop him up. Come on.
No, when you cut him right there, was that just, I know I can get another takedown?
I think that was me being confident in my ability to continue to take down.
I got you. No, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
So you're up 3-1, about 44 seconds to go when the clock starts back.
Yeah. See, I'm really starting to get some good penetration there. I think maybe that's the gas tank a little bit working for me. Yes, he's.
Oh, let's go.
Shot, reshot. Yep. Shot, head, reshot.
Pull him in bounds, and there it is. So that's the end of the second period. You're up 5-2.
Yep.
And he's going to take down.
I wonder if Coach Carr, Coach Parks are going to have me cut him right now. I don't know. We'll see.
You look over. I can tell you kind of giving a little hand gesture like I cut him, but.
Yeah. I would say, like, be better at writing, than I was for younger people watching. Like, I had the power to take down, which is great. But, you can definitely win matches by writing the guy out, and just see there banging on the head, continue to reshoot. Do they do writing time in high school now?
No.
Okay.
No, we don't.
Yeah.
Now, man, we're 1:33 left. You're up 5-3. I mean, you still got to be, this is when your gas tank's going to show. I mean, this is the state finals. You know what I mean?
Yep. You see him trying to get that locking that up. I can hear Coach Carr in my head saying, "Back up! Don't let him lock that up," because that's the danger you start to see. Someone looking for a big throw. So I think you can see that he's getting a little tired, but he's definitely a bigger guy, stronger guy, and if he can pull a throw out at here shortly, then that could help save him.
There it is again, man. You got that.
Boom.
I mean, those trips right there are just phenomenal.
Yeah. And see, being able to ride someone out that can actually really protect you, like I'm in a strong position here, I'm giving him a chance to lat drop me right now, that's where you guys got to be better at riding out than I was, because that there's times when you do want to decrease the risk, and when you're up by a few points, only a minute or two left, you just want to own that entire situation, ride them out, don't give them a chance to hit a 5-point move, put you on your back.
And that was your third trip style takedown of this match.
Yep.
I mean, and it was just beautiful.
Yeah.
Did you study like judo or anything?
Nope.
Just straight wrestling.
So to quote Coach Carr, you can't hit a move until you can do it 1,000 times right, and 5,000 times I think is what he said to hit it in the state championship.
I got you.
Just repetition. This is some weak riding. See, yeah, that's dangerous. Putting myself in a not the best situation there. He could, if he's going to see, he's going to try to lock it up. Boom. I think you got to be smarter there. Worked out, but just something that people know about.
Hey, you end up with I finally get to use my pun, a major decision, 13-5.
Yeah.
2-time state champion, man. As a junior. Come running across the mat, and the camera cut off right before you
took out. While trying to take out Joe Carr. I love that.
Take him out there.
Yeah.
I was like, oh man, of all the times for the film to cut.
Yeah. Going back to it, like when I saw him a few weeks ago, Coach Carr, Coach Parks. I mean, those they're like second father. They were like second fathers to me, and I've done well in life, and I think you could definitely attribute some of that success to those two guys.
Oh, absolutely, man.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Don't ever try to mess with Coach Carr, even as sometimes we feel a little cocky in the wrestling room and try to push him around, and you get whooped.
I was gonna say he'd probably put you to the hospital.
Yeah, if he wanted to, he sure could.
Remind me, I'll wait till this comes off. You get your medal here. And there you come, man, climbing the top of the podium for the second straight year. And we got the team trophy presentation coming up.
There's Alex. Yeah, there is Alex.
There you guys come getting your team trophy. Like I said in your first video, there wasn't a bottle of peroxide left for sales in Midway.
Yeah.
What a squad.
Yeah, right. Good dudes.
That's you holding the trophy, correct?
Yeah, that's me. I know we all look alike at that point. Yeah. I think Coach Parks, that kind of pushed me to really be like a leader of the team, that year. Coming back as a returning state champion.
I can understand that. Now, of course, right there you saw the team state championship trophy presentation.
Yeah.
And let's talk about that team real quick. Your 103-pound that year was Shane Parks. He would go on in 2008, be a state champion. Yeah. Your 112 was Cody Lewis. He would win a state championship in 2006. He would come in second. Your 119 was John Smith. Rusty Parks was your 125. He come in fifth. Your 130, Harrison Courtney, one of Kentucky's four-time state champions. He's now the current head coach at Woodford County. Come in third. Matt Castle at 135. Corey Qualls at 140. Michael Braswell at 145. 152. Bobby Acker, okay. Your brother, Will, at 160, come in sixth. He would be a two-time state champion in 06 and 07. Is it Nick? Is it Neeson?
Yeah.
Okay, Nick Neeson at 171 come in third. I would say at that close a weight, you guys had to probably practice a few times together.
Yeah, I misspoke earlier. I thought Will was my partner this year. Nick Neeson was my primary wrestling partner this year.
Okay. Of course, you at 189. Matt Bird at 215 come in second. He would win it in 2007. Matt ran into Taylor Shearer from South Oldham 3-time. And then Kyle Goodrich was your heavyweight there in 2005 with 2006 state champion. And you guys kind of ran away with the team score. You guys won with a total of 183.5. Yep. And LaRue County come in second, 138.5. Or 138 and a half, if you will. So you guys kind of ran away with the show there. What a way to top it off with, you being a state champion there again, being able to win a team title, Woodford County's 12th team state championship. So, man, watching that one back after a while, how does that one play out?
It's pretty great, and watching and seeing how it developed over the years too, to get more confident and get more precise with some of my moves. But it's great seeing the team there. When I wrestled for West Point, I wrestled for West Point for 4 years in college. And talking about the team, I remember Chuck Barbie, who was my head coach, was with Oklahoma, and he's just like, everyone, that's the team, it wins when everyone just puts in everything they can to get every single point. And so a lot of those guys, when he was at Oklahoma, went on to be national champions, and they, might get knocked out of the winner's bracket, and they'd super bummed out. And their coach would tell them, he's like, hey, now's the time where you fight back for the team. You win every match you can to make sure the team is successful. And that's why Oklahoma was obviously one of the reasons they were successful, is because even going through the secondary bracket, you can put a lot of points up for your team. And with the kind of the roster that we have, we were monsters, obviously a couple people in the finals, but really you can have a few dudes in the finals, but it's, 7, 8 guys working their way back in the secondary bracket. That's what wins the state championships.
Absolutely, man. And to that point, there's been a few teams in Kentucky history that's won the team title without an individual state champion. 1978 North Hardin, 1979 Boone County, 1989 Trinity, 1995 Sheldon Clark, 98 St. Xavier, and then most recently the 2024 girls state championship team, Taylor County. Then the same thing. I don't know if you know this or not, but Kentucky adopted girls wrestling 2 years ago. And we've had 2 girls state championships sponsored by sanctioned, I guess, by the KHSAA. And the girls I mean, the girls wrestling is growing. Woodford County had 2 state champions the first year, Lauren Walton and Lacey Gilbert, and then Lacey won it in 25 as well. They got some, I don't know, I guess call them queen bees, if you will. I mean, they are absolute, especially Lacey. She was a little hammer. I think she's going to wrestle at Campbellsville this coming year. That's where she's supposed to be going to wrestle at. So I think that's where it is. Lacey, don't get mad if I'm wrong on that one, but I think that's what she said. So, man, about this 2005, anything else that you want to add before we move on to 2006?
No. I think I was feeling really confident that year, especially I think to do so well in the finals. I think this kind of set the stage for 2006, and then I'm looking kind of towards. Obviously, I got to do well that year, but now I'm looking at college and everything. Right. So I kind of walked into 2006 after this, like I want to dominate, and so this kind of like set that off for me, I believe.
I got you, man. That's fair enough. So I believe we've reached a great ending point for the 2005 video. So if you haven't done so already, be sure to watch Richard's 04 and stay tuned for his 2006 because there's a lot of meat on the bone there that we're going to talk about. So we will see everybody in 2006.